the dice. The dice are messing me up. So you roll a 2, again, every time it's a 2. And then I put my settlement on an 8, which should be rolled many times, statistically. Never roll an 8. Never roll an 8. Not rolling an 8. Still no 8. I spent good resources on this settlement, and there's still no 8 rolled. It's just so frustrating when you think you have a strategy, and then it's just messed up because of these 2 little dice. So here's the thing. I'm getting rid of the dice. The dice are too frustrating. So, let's say everything on the board has a chance to give me a resource. So there are 4 woods out there. There should be 4 chances to get wood. This one should produce, this one should produce, this one should produce, and this one should produce. There's no reason why there should be so many trees on this one and no trees on this one. Wood grows at the same rate everywhere. So, here's what I'm going to do. For every tile on the board, I'm going to put a card into a deck. There's 4 wood on the board, I'm going to put 4 wood in this deck. 4 sheep on the board, I'm going to put 4 sheep in this deck. There's only 3 mountains and hills, so I'm only putting 3 clay and ore in the deck. That way, every tile on the board has representation in this deck. We will call this the harvest deck. So on the board, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 wood. So they are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4, obviously. Now in my deck, I will have wood numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same with all the other resources. I'm going to shuffle them together. I'll have a picture of what these cards look like laid out here. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Do you think this game will work or not? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that bell icon if you want to see more videos like this. Nailed it. The harvest deck works in rounds. So, at the beginning of each player's turn, they will flip over the top card of the harvest deck. Once 12 cards from the 18 card harvest deck have come out, the round ends, you reshuffle the harvest deck and start again. That means there'll be 6 cards every round that do not get used. So, even though every card, every tile is likely to be drawn at some point in the game, they're not necessarily drawn each round. So every tile doesn't get production every round. There are 6 cards, a third of the deck, that doesn't produce every round. So it's not completely broken. Now that every tile produces each round, that means your settlement may be in a location that's already produced this round. So here we have a settlement on the 4 of wheat, the 2 of ore, and the 2 of wood. All 3 of these have already come out, so this settlement is now in a useless spot for the rest of the round. So the next thing we're going to change in the game is switch settlements to caravans. They will now no longer cost a brick, they will cost wood, wheat, and wool, and they will be able to move along your road or anyone else's road that's connected to your road. So red, now that all 3 resources have been harvested here, red can move along their road to a different spot. They can move next to another caravan, unlike in original Catan where you have to have a space in between. They can also move along the road to somebody else's spot along their road. Alright, so let's do a quick demonstration of this. On red's turn, they can move their caravans anywhere they went along their road. He's going to leave that one there and move this one over here. Flips over the first card of the deck, and there's the 4 of wheat, so he will get a wheat. White's turn. They can move their caravans anywhere they want, or leave them where they are. They flip over the top card of the harvest deck. It's the 2 of ore, so red will get an ore. It's then orange's turn. Red is not able to move off of this ore that's just been harvested. They have to wait till the start of their turn. Orange will move their caravans here and leave that one there. They flip over the top card of the deck. Oh look, the 2 of wood has been harvested. So, now it is red's turn. Because both the 2 of ore and 2 of wood have been harvested, they have no reason to stay there. They will then move further along their path. They already have their settlement here, so they might actually move over here along White's road since they're connected. Now they can harvest from these 3 tiles. However, if White gets a knight, they can kick red off of their road and back onto anywhere they choose on red's road. The other thing the knight can do is, before you reveal it to show how large your army is, when you first get the development card, you keep it face down, you may reveal it, flip it over, and instead of moving the robber, which we're going to just cut out of the game, we will allow you to move another player's road to any other point connected to their road. So white will reveal their knight, they'll move red's road that's stuck to their road, and they'll kick it all the way over here. Or actually, let's put it right here, because then it goes into a kind of useless area. So what that does is it prevents red from now traveling onto white's road because there's no road connecting them. Or white may want to build a road here so that they can just expand their territory. You cannot break this road and leave a caravan stranded with no road attached. You have to move a road somewhere else. Every caravan has to have at least one piece of road attached to it so they can move back and forth. You can divide someone's kingdom like this. If you move one of their center roads and then place one of yours in their place, you've now split their kingdom in half. That's a valid strategy. So the knight is a handy little thing to let you mess up other people's kingdoms and allow you to expand your own. You can also then leave it here. It is one knight in your army, which I gotta say is a little odd. You only collect them one knight at a time. It looks like there should be a bit more than that in there, but can't fix everything. Alright, so we've got our knights, can reveal to move roads. You can leave them there, and they now allow you to travel other people's roads without fear of being kicked off. And if anyone comes onto your road, you can just say, you don't have to do anything with the knight, you just say, I'm going to use my army, kick your caravan off my road, and steal a resource from you. You can use this, of course, in a devious way and say, hey, why don't you come on my road and harvest over here? I'm a nice guy. Or charge them a toll and say, hey, give me 2 wheat and I'll let you travel on my road. And they're like, oh, okay, sure, that sounds good. So they come over here and you say, just kidding, I'm going to use my knight. You could even have this hidden and you're like, just kidding, I'm going to use my knight. Now I'm going to kick you off my road over here, and I'm going to move one of your roads over here like a jerk. Given that your settlements are now caravans and can be moved, we're going to remove the brick requirement to build them, because you don't build caravans with brick. Instead, since we're removing brick from settlement, we'll add it to roads. You can build a road with a brick and a wood, or with 2 brick. So that makes brick still a valuable resource in the game. So that's the basic butchered version of Catan. You can now move your settlements anywhere along your road. You have a harvest deck to guarantee that every tile on the board is harvested. And you can use your knights to move other people's roads and kick people off of your road and steal a resource from them. Settlers of Catan has just been butchered. Please try it at home. Let me know if you have fun with it. Hopefully it adds some new content, new balance to the game that we've all played 100 times. Adding in a fudge. Just dented my card, so I don't gesture with tools.